I had a very interesting case with an individual years ago. I think he was in his 20s, worked in a restaurant, and he came in and he had a short leg. So he came in walking like this, and and he was starting to develop a little pain here. So the idea was, how do we eliminate some of the pain? We're certainly not going to get his leg longer. So if somebody has structural imbalance, but they don't have any pain, we tend to take that as a win. However, really, he didn't have a short leg. He had all this musculature compressed up here to the point that he just adapted to it. So everybody looked at him and said, oh, you have a short leg. And like me, right? You can't grow a short leg. So all we had to do was reset, lateral, consistent, heel, move, and we changed the whole dynamic. That's how deceptive the quadratus lumborum can be when it's elevating your hip. And when the hip is elevated, it takes a heck of a lot to get it down. Okay? And that's where the asana comes in, the mechanics of positioning to allow individuals. I mean, look, most of your students have made a lot of progress in this area. If they haven't, then they're moving exactly the way they are when they met you. Whether we see it or not, if this piece isn't changing, this isn't changing. Another, what I thought was an interesting case on this same area was an elite athlete who had something happen and this got slightly elevated. And when you're at that level, something that's off that much, you notice it. He couldn't find his gait. He couldn't find his movement. He had to defend his world title. He couldn't defend his world title. And finally, he showed up at my place. They tried to get him there earlier. And all I had to do was help him understand how to realign his pelvic girdle to extend his quadratus lumborum. 15 minutes later, he had his gait back. That's how much the quadratus lumborum can deviate you from normal. This can get tight and tight and tight and tight, and I'm still, I'm doing fine. This gets tight and things get wacky.